Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Philomena, your tarot card reader. I welcome all of you so much on this channel, and I'm so glad to bring these readings for you today. Alright, so today's reading, as you can see the title of this video, it is about where is this connection headed to and if you are with the right person. So that's what we are going to focus on today. As you can see on your screen, I have already gone ahead and put up two piles or two pictures. Go ahead and intuitively select your picture and I'll see what you're reading. Now, in case if this reading does not resonate with you, whatever it is that you are listening to or whatever the message is, it's very intuitive. So it's a collective reading. In case if it's not resonating, then please go ahead and skip the video and watch something else because this is not your reading, okay? Alright, so go ahead, select your pile and I'll see what you're reading. Pile number 1, hello and welcome to your reading. So if you chose the first pile, as you can see on your screen or the first picture, then this is going to be a reading. Let's go ahead and pick up your tarot and see what are the messages that we have for you. Where is this relationship headed to, and is this the right person for you? So we do have the King of Wands. Just gonna keep it here. We do have the Chariot. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords. And we do have the Magician. I'm gonna pick up some other cards. Kind of feel cards somewhere here. We have exhaustion, morality, and slowing down. Alright, so for my pile number 1, whoever has selected the first picture, so from the Osho Zen card, we have the Master, we have existence, and we have sharing. So for group number 1, let's first go ahead and hit on the story first. Now, for somewhere, the intuitive message that I'm getting from this reading or from this spread is that this could possibly be the right person for you. Now, the zodiacs, in case if you are, um, I'm getting a lot of water energy over here. So you could be Taurus, which is an earth sign. You could be a Scorpio. Okay, so Taurus and the Scorpio energy over here can be very significant, sun, moon, rising. I also kind of feel like there could be Pisces, Cancer, Libra. Okay, so in case if you share any one of these signs or if your partner does, then yes. So the vibe or the energy of the spread or of the reading over here is that this person has the possibility of being the right person for you. Okay, now you are somebody who comes across to be you can be very direct, you could be very cooperative, you could also be very understanding in persons or situations. Now over here, what I also kind of feel like, you are somebody who is very open to sharing life with this person or your other half, right? Or if you consider them to be other half. Not necessarily you have to be in a marriage, but then in case if this is someone that you could be possibly thinking of getting married to this person, or this person will ask you out, or they will bring up a proposal for you. Now again, this could happen in the next 2 to 3 months, or maybe even by the end of this year. So the timeline kind of seems to be a little dicey, but that is definitely a big possibility we are seeing here for pile number 1. Okay, somewhere I also kind of feel like the relationship that you're currently with, the relationship that you're currently in with this person is going to make things right between you and between him or her, right? That's what I kind of feel. I kind of also see and sense that there is a lot of emotions involved over here. There's a lot of memories, good memories. Okay, and there is this some kind of an attachment over here. Okay, like either this person can be, attached to you about everything that has happened between the two of you, all the memories and all the the life experiences that you have shared. So they are definitely overthinking, or they are thinking a lot about you. It's kind of, I also kind of feel like now there is an energy which is very upsetting. Okay, so they may be upset about something, or you may be upset about something with these guy, with this person in particular. But then this can definitely lead to marriage. This can lead to something that's very beautiful and very destined. And somewhere over here I also see that it's either this person or you know, the two of you, you're moving so much in sync that you may not see it, but then at the back end there are a lot of things that are happening between this person and between you. Okay, and whatever is happening in this current situation now, this is kind of working in your favor, but then you could also feel a lot of resistance, a lot of pullback from this person, or even you could be pulling back. So let's say in case even if you're in a no contact situation with this person, now you could be pulling back and this person may be waiting for you, or you may be waiting for this person. It could be vice versa. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up from this spread. Now with this person I kind of feel like they need to bring some kind of balance in their life. They may be looking for answers within them, and I'm also kind of seeing that there is a choice that they have to make. Okay, somebody over here has to make a choice about being moral, about their morality, something about how they perceive the world, how they are looking at their life, what kind of opportunities are coming to them, and what is. I kind of feel like there is a lot of trigger points over here for this person. Okay, so there is definitely something that's triggering them, and they are not liking it. So the energy that this person is in, I kind of somewhere feel like it's a, you know, if you being not in touch with them, or being in really very minimal contact with them, just a hi or a hello, or maybe no messages. You may be even talking maybe, you know, once in 10 days or once a month, or if in case if that is what is happening, then this is definitely something that's very triggering for them, because they may not be used to somebody like this. They may be the ones to always get away with stuff, but now that's not going to happen, right? So this is something that, this is an energy that we are seeing over here. Let's go pick up more cards and see what this person is actually heading towards. So I kind of feel like, okay, kind of feel this card. We have the Death. Okay, we have the Temperance. We have the Star. We have the King of Cups. We have Six of Cups, Pentacles, and we have the Judgment. Okay, right. So we have, I kind of feel like this person is becoming very impatient within themselves, and they are definitely into this fear that I hope I'm not losing this person, because in case if, you know, they are in this thought that if they're going to lose you, it's kind of getting into a zone of losing themselves, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to be in that kind of position, because somewhere they have learned a lot about relationships, about being moral, about having their own opinions, about, you know, a lot of things. In majority they have learned it from this relationship, or they have learned it from you. So I kind of somewhere feel like the leveling over here is not equal. Okay, either one of you could be higher to the other, so one has to learn from another. Now what, and you will realize that with time, right? Like the kind of work you guys do, and in case if you are into some kind of a business, this person can be into some kind of a job. So there is definitely an energy over here which is worrying them. Okay, but there are a lot of surprises in store, certainly, for this connection. This Now this person can also be experiencing some kind of an wheel of fortune. So this could also be you, or it could be your person as well. Now because this spread that we have chosen is for your person, so they are currently going through a lot of thoughts. They cannot make a decision. I kind of somewhere feel like this is getting them towards a stagnation. Okay, so they are moving towards a stagnant energy over here, which may not really work in their favor, because this is something that is not expected. Okay, they did not expect that this is how it's going to go, but something over here has definitely changed, and whatever the change has been, they haven't really liked it. Okay, so over here, this definitely, this person is overthinking a lot. They're also trying to move a lot into self healing, so they may be doing a lot of, trying to compensate or substitute your energy with someone else or with something else, but unfortunately that is not going to happen. Okay, so this is something that we are looking at. I also see that there is a lot, like they can be invested in some kind of a sports, or they could be invested in their family matters or something like that, right? But whatever it is, there is an ending also. There is something that is coming to an end for pile number one for this person. So I also kind of feel like there doesn't seem to be an involvement of a third person over here, but in case if that is the case, then it's going to come to an end, because something over here has definitely changed in your person's energy or in your energy. Okay, someone has to make a decision over here, or this person has to decide whether they want to be with you or they want to be with this person, or what kind of life path they want to take. And somewhere they are slowly realizing what is good for them, and something in them is opening up. Okay, with the temperance and with the star that we have. However, this is again a very unknown energy. This could go any way for them. Okay, now only time will tell them, like, okay, what's going to happen and how it's going to be. So this is something that we are seeing. I'm going to pick up another deck and see what do we get. Okay, for pile number one. Can I feel it somewhere? I do feel the cards. Okay, I'm going to take this. Tricky. The situation is very tricky. That's what I'm listening. That's what I can hear. It's a very tricky situation. Now again, we do have the Judgment, we have Strength, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we do have Judgment at the bottom of the deck, which we also did have in the other deck. So let's see. We have Justice, Two of Pentacles, we have Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so for pile number one, this situationship, so I'm just going to call it situationship right now, because I'm not getting a confirmation in case if this is a very strong relationship, or if this is something that you are looking. Let's just call it situationship for now. The situation that you're currently in is going to work in a very positive way. I kind of feel like somebody over here is going to be favored. Now this could be you, or it could be this person that you're thinking about. Okay, there is an outcome to it which is going to be positive. Now how you look at it is going to change the perspective of your life, of your thought process, and everything else, right? Now somewhere, this relationship, I kind of feel like it's a very slow move, but it is heading towards a very positive outlook. It's heading towards, um it's like there's a lot of work that this person needs to do. Okay, this person needs to do a lot of work, and until and unless they don't learn that lesson, they don't do certain things, they don't open their eyes, it's not really going to work in their favor. Okay, but over here I kind of feel like there is something that is playing really big time, and this person's personality is going to develop, and it's going to work in their favor. Okay, there is something that's going to work in their favor. Now I can't tell you in case if it's going to backfire, yes, no, because it all depends on the time and how they make these decisions. Okay, so that is very crucial for this person in this reading. But where this is heading towards, I kind of feel like this is heading towards a very nice and a very beautiful place. Okay, somewhere, in case if this does work out in your favor or in this person's favor, I kind of see you guys You can possibly be moving locations, you can be moving to different countries, okay, start living together. I kind of also feel that there is going to be this energy of restarting or rebuilding your life with each other. Okay, so this could be a very high possibility, and you will guys will start all over again and again the cycle, and then you will start seeing a lot of things happening. So the energy of Aries over here could also be very significant. Sagittarius is very significant over here. Okay, bringing a balance in emotions and bringing a balance in, in your psychological head, right, for you or for this person, it's very important. So this person needs to learn how to balance their emotions, how to balance their thoughts, and they need to also learn that okay, they can't do certain things for a very long time, and when it's time to give up, they will have to give up and they will have to make a choice. So this is going to be left on time as to what choice they make. But over here, the energy over here is very clear that there is something positive that's coming out of this, and it's going to work in your favor, or it's going to work in this person's favor. Okay, so ultimately there's going to be good things over here. All right, so this is what I'm seeing. This is where the relationship or whatever it is that you're in, that is where it's heading towards. Now they can definitely, I kind of somewhere see that this person may be very heavily conflicted at this time, but then this conflict will also resolve. Now they can either choose to be with you or they can choose to go the other way. But again, in case if they do choose to go the other way, then we do have the Judgment card at the bottom, okay, which will require them to have a lot of strength to make some other choice, because whatever it is, I'm not really sure what other battles or what is it that they will have to face, because there is already a seed that they have ingrained in you, right? They did build something with you, even if it was for a short span of time. Now they will have to live up to it, and in case if they don't, then they will have to show immense strength, and the Judgment is waiting for them to make that move or to take that step, so that they come to the sense of realization that okay, not everything is going to go their way. All right, so this is what I could pick up for you, pile number one. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in my next video. Group number two, hello and welcome to your reading. So in case if you chose the second picture on your screen, then this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and pick up your tarot for today. So so we do have two cards. We have the Page of Pentacles and we do have the Two of Cups in reverse. All right. So let's feel. We have the Devil. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Wands, the World, and we have the Six of Cups. I'm already kind of feeling like this is a very childish or a very immature kind of an energy that I'm picking up over here for this pile. So you could kind of, now I'm not really sure, but either one of you or this person can definitely have like a very childish behavior. This person can be very immature while talking, while saying something. Okay, and I also kind of feel like the influence of this person, your person, in case if whoever you're watching the reading for, they do have some kind of very heavy influence on them, which can be very negative. This could be related to their, I don't know, one of their siblings or friends, or it could also be co-workers or colleagues, a family member. But over here, I kind of see that there is somebody over here. They could be very, very heavily influenced by. Okay, so this person may not even be capable of making their own decisions. But let's see where this is heading towards. Let's just first pick up your tarot. We have the Fool. Okay, we have Fighting. Now let me just pick up, kind of feel these cards. Okay, Bottom of the deck, we again have the exhaustion, morality, slowing down. That came in the first spread as well. Alright, so we have fool, we have fighting, we have sharing, we have possibilities, we have guilt in reverse, and we do have existence. Again, the zodiacs over here that we are picking up on could possibly be Taurus. So Taurus also came in the first reading. It's over here as well. Now, in case if you're Taurus Scorpio energy, now we can leave the zodiacs aside and just focus on the energy. But if you're interested, then this is what the energy is over here. Okay, so you can either resonate with them. And fire signs, all the fire signs over here, very significant, very relevant. Okay, so let's get to the reading. Now, there is an energy which is talking about maturity, immaturity over here, which is very heavily influenced. Okay, so this person, I kind of feel like the relationship that you have been with has some kind of a very heavy influence. Okay, this person has been influenced by someone, this or by something, the detailing of it. So I kind of see that this person could be possibly doing a lot of research in what kind of a relationship that they are into with you, probably. Okay, or they can also be comparing their relationship with their past partners and things like that. Now I kind of also sense that this person does not have a sense of uh, I'm not going to say responsibility, but I'm not really getting that word right. So there is no sense of thought over here that they have really. Okay, yeah, there is no sense of thought over here, and this is, it's kind of creating a lot of confusion. It's creating a lot of inner battles, inner conflicts. It's also talking something about an age. So in case if this person is older to you, so I kind of feel like someone over here has a very huge age difference. It could be 10 plus years. There is also an energy of you guys being distant. So this could be like you can be in either two different countries or two different states. Okay, so there is definitely distant over here. Now energetically, for this reading, there is a need for a reconnect again. Okay, so you can go ahead and even watch the first reading. You may get a little more insights, but this reading over here, the second pile, is very different compared to the first one. All right, now fighting or getting into some kind of an inner battles, getting some kind of an ideology or belief system. This is what that this is what they need to work towards, and this is what is changing within them. Okay, now where this is heading, this could be heading again to a place of spirituality. This could be for either both of you or for this person. Now this person can also completely drown themselves into a lot of energy work, into a lot of shadow work. They can get into journaling. This is what I'm seeing, right? So they are getting into a very different world. They could also possibly, because they, now it's difficult because when somebody is a spiritual being, when you have taken the spiritual path of life, it kind of becomes difficult to read such people, because your energy kind of, it's like you wouldn't really like the energy of these kind of people, right? So the need for evolution over here becomes even more significant. So either you or this person, you guys have to level up to, either one of you, right? So emotions at this point can be very significant for your person. They can feel a lot emotionally and mentally as well. So the connect between their emotions, their mind and their emotions, is a very dangerous combination, because what they don't realize is that this is what can either take them down the lane, or it could take them wherever they need to go in life, right? So that is one thing. Now this person has only one option to choose from, which is walking down the spiritual path. There is no other choice that they are going to be left with. Because somewhere in this reading or in this spread, I kind of feel like once they were in touch with you, or even before, before meeting you or getting in touch with you. um, there is this very interesting discussion that has happened, or there is this very interesting, um, they could have had some kind of a spiritual download over here which is not letting them move past their material life. Okay, so the need and the hour over here is telling them very very significantly that this is their only path that they can choose, and this is the path that they need to walk down, because somewhere there is an um, you know there is something that is attached over here very strongly. Okay, now this could be a possibility um, of some kind of an education of, it could be of a child. Okay, it could be of, again we are talking about a very immature energy, right? So maybe their inner child is waking up and is telling them, hey, you know what, this is what you wanted to do about 10, 15 years ago, but then you thought you didn't have the chance. Now I'm giving you the chance again. So the only way that they can look at life is moving towards the spiritual energy. There is no other way for them to look at anything else. Okay, so they will be coming out of guilt, they will be coming out of a lot of this thing about give and take, like okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. They will eventually have to give that up because they have disturbed a lot of people's karmas, and not in a good way. So they are also going to realize that okay, the path that they have been living for so long, that's not really going to be right. They will have to make that choice, and somewhere this is what is going to connect to the two of you, right? You and this person as well. Now I want to just call it out over here. So people think that being spiritual means you have to be religious or something like that. No, being spiritual means believing in oneness. Doesn't matter from what walk of life you come from, right? It's talking about one consciousness, but it takes a lot of time for people to go there. It doesn't matter which area of life you're in, what path you're in. You can't convince yourself because it will take you over there. Okay, so this is something that I'm seeing over here. Now this journey for the two of you is going to be very spiritual. It's going to be extremely very positive and very spiritual. And again, I want to say that there is a higher power, or there is this divine power over here which is going to make things work. Okay, it's not a question of will, it's not a question about whether you want it or don't want it. Okay, if you are somebody who has left things to the divine and said, you know what, hey listen, I'm just leaving it to you, and please do as you please, because i'm done I'm done with this person, I'm done with everything, and I'm going to create a distance, right? Because the energy over here also talks about the distance. So you are somebody who has moved out, and you may be exploring other things in life, but then again life has to also reciprocate to your energy, right? Which is eventually going to happen. So again, I definitely see that you will be reconnecting with this person, and this person will be coming back, and you will be sharing a lot of um, other aspects of your spiritual nature, spiritual side, and everything else that you need to learn and this person needs to learn. Okay, so something very interesting that you're going to find with this person or being with this person. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up your other tarot. Alright, so let's just pick up your other tarot. So let's check if this is the right person for you, pile number 2. Is this person the right person? Okay, so we do have the first card, which is the 10 of Wands, which just fell off. We have the 4 of Pentacles. I'm going to pick up these 2 cards. Okay, oops. There we have the 2 of Cups, and now we have it an upright. This one. Okay. We have one of the deck, 5 of Swords, we have the Emperor, and we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. My intuition for this pile number 2, I would say yes and no both. Okay. I would say yes and no both. I hope you all can see. It's interesting. Okay, so the energy over here is kind of giving me this duality kind of an energy, because over here the answer that I'm getting now, the yes answer is definitely on the higher side. Okay, given that this person walks on their spiritual path, given that they understand the connection, they understand what they have to choose, because somewhere I kind of feel like this person is also looking for their life purpose. Right now they could be very inspired by you, but then they also do have a lot of responsibilities. They have to kind of take care of maybe a family member or their parents or whatever it is, right? And that balance is really important in any kind of a relationship. Okay, but over here I do see success, and the answer over here is yes, this person is definitely the right person for you, given that they are not being abusive. Now, in case if you're currently with someone, or if you did leave somebody who you thought was extremely toxic, and if that is some kind of recognition pattern that you have seen, then there is no, because that's a duality energy that we are looking at. Let me just pick up more cards about it. Okay, but your current person over here, so the person that you could possibly currently be with, that yes, this is the right person for you, given that they walk the spiritual path. Okay, so we do have the sun. See, I was telling you, right? Like, yeah, this is the right person for you. So in case if you have been overthinking a lot about it, if you have been being emotionally drained about it, and just thinking, okay, I'm not really sure what went wrong, and if you have been waited all your life for this connection to come in place, to take place, don't worry about it. Okay, I kind of feel like bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Swords, and we do have the Tower. Okay, so there's nothing that you need to worry about, because this is talking about a significant change that is coming into your person's life, right? This person has to go through this kind of a stress or trauma, whatever it is that you call, so that they can clear their system, and they can reapproach the connection, they can reapproach what is it that they want to do in life. The Nine of Swords is a very, very interesting energy to have in this reading, because the Nine of Swords usually talks about, it's a no card, correct? So it's like, if you're going to ask tarot, like, okay, is this my person? The answer upright should be like, no, it's not your person, because we also did have the Ten of Wands over here, we have the Nine of Swords, correct? But if you ask me, if you look at it from an energy point of view, not every Nine of Swords or Ten of Wands is going to tell you that it's a bad energy. So you have to learn how to read the story and how to interpret it in an energetic way, right? It's always a combination. Okay, so given that this card, if you look at it very carefully, you will find, or you will see a gist of somebody being spiritual over here. This person learning something about spirituality, learning about spirits, learning about the chakra system, or whatever it is, right? The feminine energy, the divine, and what is this, how everything came into its existence, and a lot of those other things, right? Higher knowledge that you don't find in today's world, right? So this is something that this person is going to explore, and this is what is going to bring them. I'm not really sure, but I kind of feel like this is what is going to bring them a winning situation in life, given that they do walk the spiritual path. They choose the spiritual aspect of life. Okay. In case if that doesn't happen, then we are going to look at these cards literally the way they are: the Ten of Wands, the Tower, and we're going to look at the Nine of Swords. It's all going to come down the drain, because there is no other way for them to look at life. This is a very interesting, a very beautiful opportunity that your person has. And yes, only once they meet the criteria, this connection will be reunited again, and this is going to be your person, given that they do what is required of them to do. So this was your reading, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.